Well, there's a lot of anxiety amid the ICE raids. There are multiple agencies involved, but what are those agencies legally entitled to do?
Eyewitness News reporter Carlos Granda joining us now in studio. He spoke with an immigration expert to bring you some clarification. Carlos.
Well, that's right. And we're seeing so many raids, multiple raids happening every day. Federal agents swarming businesses and parking lots. And there's certainly a lot of questions about all these arrests. Do they need a warrant? And we're also seeing a number of different agencies are being involved.
These images show federal law enforcement agents conducting a raid at a car wash in Glendale and arresting people. A question some on the scene often ask is, do you have a warrant? In some cases, agents don't need one.
So many of the arrests that we're seeing are warrantless arrests. We are seeing federal agents go into public areas and start conversations with people. Now, in order to go into a private area, federal agents need a warrant, and that warrant needs to be signed by a judge.
Jean Lance Reese from the USC Gould School of Immigration Law says agents can come up to anyone and ask questions. You might have to give your name. Then they might ask, where were you born and where do you live? If you answer those questions, it could be used against you.
Federal agents are saying, I entered into a voluntary conversation. Based on this conversation, that created the reasonable suspicion that this person's here in violation of immigration law. And I was able to make arrest based on what was happening in that conversation. That gave me probable cause.
And at many of these raids, we are seeing multiple federal agencies involved, including Customs and Border Protection, the FBI, DEA, and more.
The entire portfolio of Immigration and Customs Enforcement is open. We no longer turn a blind eye to someone just here in the country illegally.
In an interview with our Mark Brown, the acting director of ICE talked about using other agencies.
We have to look at the situation totally with the resources we have. You know, ICE is one of the smallest law enforcement agencies. We do have cooperation from our other partners.
Reese says all these agencies are likely being pulled in because ICE alone does not have the resources to conduct widespread arrests.
I would say it's not unheard of. It has been done in the past. I wouldn't say that this kind of enforcement actions that we're seeing in these tactics are normal. This is very aggressive. Trying to, arrest thousands of people a day is not normal, but using interagency cooperation is normal.
And we asked ICE for a statement about all the different agencies involved, as well as for up-to-date numbers on arrests in Southern California. And Mark, so far, as you interviewed the person as well and said he was going to give you the information, so far we have not received any of that information.
Haven't gotten that yet. So
Nothing.
if you're out on the street and an agent comes up to you and wants to have a conversation with you,
right,
you can say nothing.
Well, you have to, she said you should say your name because they could use that against you. But then after that, if they start getting more information, say nothing and ask, am I free to leave? And then that should be it. They may not be able to do any more because of Fourth Amendment issues.
Yeah, Fourth Amendment. Yeah. All right, Carlos Granda, thank you.
Thank you, Carlos.